What's going on, guys? This is Caucasian Mark, the whitest dude on the internet, back in action today. And today we're going to learn about arithmetic operators. Now, arithmetic operators may sound scary to you, but you've been using them your whole life, and we're just going to see how you use them in Java, which is pretty freaking easy. So the first one we're going to look at is addition. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, addition is pretty easy. It's where you take two values and then you put them together to see how many you have, like how many slices of pizza, right? If someone has 4 and you have 3, you obviously are going to have 7 slices of pizza. Pretty easy to figure out. And the operator is just like how you imagine it would be. It's a plus sign. Cheers to you if you predicted that in advance. So the next thing we're going to have is subtraction, which is a minus sign. Cool stuff. We're all happy on that. We're going to go on to multiplication next, which is used by the asterisk, star symbol, whatever you want to call it. I've used in my previous studies an X or an X. I've used this isn't a good example here, but like a hovering dot I've used. But for the Java programming language, we use the asterisk. It's pretty straightforward. I'll show you how to use it later. It's how you think it will be used, so there's no surprises there. The next is division, which is a /, easy enough. Then the modulo. Now if you're like me and you're coming from a non-mathematical background or a weaker one, or you just haven't done math in a very long time, modulo may make you think like, what the fuck is going on here? You may be even thinking of Modello and you want a drink. I've never had a Modello, but it looks like it would taste horrible. But a modulo is asking, what is the remainder? So if you want to know what the remainder is of a large, small, floating point number, whatever else, whatever your heart desires, you could figure it out with this. And that's less work you have to do, because the division won't do it for you. It'll find how many times a number could go into another number and be subtracted from XYZ, but the modulo captures everything else afterward that isn't captured with the division operator. So let's come down here. Now this handy little thing is system.out.println, and this means that stuff could come out down here. See where it's flashing? So say I wanted to type out, and I'll tell you how to do more of this later. Balls, right? Who doesn't want to type out balls? There we go. So what is in here is going to come out down here. Cool stuff. So our balls are down below. Now that everything is good and copacetic in that thought, let's see how do you use math. Well, you have to create your variables, right? So let's have int first number. Then we'll come down here and make an int for second number. Now you may be thinking, Mark, there's the bytes, longs, doubles, floats, all that other stuff you told us about. Why are you using int? Well, first of all, I don't know what the size of the numbers is I may be dealing with. If we scroll down here, I've created space, a lot of white space, so it's easy to see. And int covers a shitload of value, right? We could clearly see that there. So I may want to add 5 million to something where a short can't capture that, or I might have issues with the float or the double or something along those lines. And an int is a very, very, very good way to capture any kind of number that's coming on in you may not know about. So let's go ahead and start assigning. Let's come in here now and give this a value of 10. Why not? 10's a pretty cool number. And let's do 5. So we also need to keep in mind that when we're running our program, this up here is called the main method. The main method is pretty important because it's the kickoff, central focus of your program. It says, hey, when everything's together, I'm going to run, and I'm going to run all the programs and all this fun stuff you wrote, all the classes, all the things you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about yet. So I'll tell you what all this means up here in a minute. or in future tutorials, but just know everything runs from top down, and that's very important to keep in mind. You can't write something up here, then more down here. You kind of want to have an order to it because that's important. So say we want to figure out, going through addition, what's first number plus second number equals there. It's going to be 15. 10 plus 5 is 15. I think that's common sense. Sure, cool, awesome. Now let's go to the second one. Let's go to subtraction. And that's great. You know, first number minus second number, it's 10 minus 5 is 5. But you may be wanting to ask yourselves, do you want to, you know, write it like that? And you may ask yourself, what do you mean like that? And that the question is do you want to really be doing the arithmetic in your printout statement? Whereas you could do something like make another variable called total here, and you could assign it to first number minus second number. Okay, didn't want to highlight what was inside. Total. And we see we clearly get the same result there. Cool, awesome, and fun stuff. I'm glad everyone's having a good time with that. And this is a lot cleaner to do because sometimes you may have text in here. So why would you want to be having text and arithmetic operations going on all in the same line? Because it comes down to readability. Right now, it may not matter. You can play around with it, whatever the heck you want to do, right? But we will want to have legibility going forward. That is a key thing I think is passed up a lot, is legibility. So we have total there. Now say we want to do multiplication. This is saying first number times this number is assigned, the equals right here, into total. And 10 times 5 is 50. That makes a lot of sense to me. Use the forward slash. It's 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 goes into 2 times. Or 5 goes into 10 2 times. Clearly don't know what the hell is going on with my life right now. Now, what's the remainder of 10 divided by 5? Well, if it goes into it 2 times, we should be expecting 0. Awesome stuff. But if we change the value to 11, what's the remainder on that? And that would be 1. And these are your arithmetic operators here. Fun stuff, play around with them. I'm sure you already know how to use these because you passed grade school. If not, you might want to go back to grade school and learn these. I don't know what to tell you, but this is Caucasian Mark, wise student on the internet. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friend, or whatnot. Take care. Bye.